Well, you know, usually we talk about corporations when we talk about being downgraded. This time they're talking about Detroit. If the city is downgraded, it makes it harder to borrow money and more expensive to borrow. We met with a financial expert to find out what has Moody's so worried. Moody's review may deal another blow to Detroit's financial stability. Turnaround expert Pat O'Keefe says when the governor announced they would review the city's fiscal crisis and determine if the city needs an emergency manager, it sent up red flags in the investment community.
Anytime you have a city like Detroit that's under the microscope because of their finances, the bond rating agencies will look at them more frequently.
Detroit's rating of Ba3 is already 3 steps below investment grade. Moody's is concerned because a number of Detroit's bond agreements have clauses written in that would force the city to come up with hundreds of millions of dollars immediately if an emergency manager is appointed.
Since they have been struggling for so long, they have a number of bond agreements that cause acceleration in some of the debts if an emergency financial manager is appointed. As a consequence, it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy that will cause the city of Detroit to continue to hemorrhage even more cash because of the accelerated payments that would be due on some of these same bonds.
City leaders know about those agreements, and that's one of the reasons they are trying to avoid the designation.
Politically, I don't think Governor Snyder really wants to put an EFM. He's got a good relationship with Dave Bing. I think Mayor Bing would like to handle this himself, if at all possible. But you've got a stalemate. And the unions to date haven't really been wanted to be the first ones out there. They've given a lot of concessions in the past, and nobody wants to go first. And the EFM or a consent agreement would kind of push this to a head and force these decisions to be made.
We have calls into the city about Moody's decision to review the credit rating and have not yet heard back. I'm Mary Conway, 7.